This week on Barely Homesteading, security enhancements for the chicken coop. So this week we want to talk about some of the enhancements that we have done to the chicken coop to improve the security. First thing that we're going to talk about is hardware cloth. So we're going to take this hardware cloth, this is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch wide opening hardware cloth, and we're going to wrap it around the entire bottom of the fencing around the chicken coop. This is going to serve two purposes. First, it's going to prevent smaller chickens from being able to get out through the fencing. So as these chickens are primarily layers, but if we do have a broody hen that ends up hatching an egg, we want to keep those chicks, and we don't want them to be able to run through the fencing. So this keeps the smaller chickens in. The second most important thing is it keeps raccoons from being able to reach through the fencing. So what the raccoons will do is they will prey upon the natural curiosity that the chickens have, get them to come near the fence, then they will reach through the fence, grab onto the chicken's head, pull it through the fencing, and bite it off. And I've heard stories of people that will wake up in the morning to an entire pile of dead chicken carcasses that are all headless, because that's what the raccoons did all night. And so that's what we're going to do with this hardware cloth. We've got enough to go all the way around, so we're going to get this installed now, and then we'll be able to let our chickens out of the coop. All right, we're gonna stitch the two ends of the two rolls together here. We're gonna use the wire that they bound the rolls with, because it's free wire. All right, so with that hardware cloth around the entire bottom, I'm okay letting the chickens out of their coop. We've had them just inside of the coop, which compared to their brooder was a palace. But this is gonna allow them to roam around. And then we will continue improving the security in the next segment. So the next security enhancement that we're gonna work on is stitching the two halves of the fencing together. Now, back in Colorado, we did this by actually taking some wire and threading it through the seam. Here in Washington, we learned a better way to do that, and that is to just take the bottom and top wires of the fence themselves and wrap them around each other. And so that's what we're going to do around here to tie these two halves together. That way critters, if they're trying to get in, they have to climb all the way up and over rather than just being able to get up to this open seam in the middle. The last security enhancement that we're going to do for the chicken coop this year is we're going to cover the whole thing with poultry netting. This is going to prevent hawks and eagles from being able to just swoop in, grab a chicken, and take off. Now that we've got the poultry netting installed over the chicken coop area and nailed in all the way around, we need to close up these seams. Now in Colorado, we used wire to stitch the seams together. What we're going to try to do here is twist the seam together, similar to what we do with the welded wire fencing. I'm going to take a paint can opener. It's got a little hook on the end. We come up and put that hook on the opposite side of the seam, draw it together, and then twist. Now, if I just stop right there, I can't twist it anymore because of the poultry netting on the other side, and if I let go, it's just going to come apart. So I take some needle nose pliers and I give each side around the hook of the paint can opener a little twist. Now it'll stay in place. I can put that paint can opener in there again, give it another twist, and that twists them together. All right, it's been a couple of months since we have finished the security enhancements to the coop. All of our chickens are basically full grown now, and we haven't had any issues. So none of the chickens have been harmed, and we haven't even seen any signs of things trying to break in, at least nothing significant. So security enhancements seem to be working pretty well. We are headed into the winter months when animals are going to start to get more desperate, and so we'll have to keep you updated on how things go. But for right now, we're all doing well, And so for Barely Homesteading, this is Lumberjack saying use it up, wear it out, make it do or do without. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.